I feel bad for my wife, Stephanie. She left because I've been sitting here for literally about an hour photographing a couple of gulls.
Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder.
Hey, good morning. Stephanie's ignoring you.
Good morning.
How's it going? I'm in La Jolla, California. And it's a little before sunrise. We're out here. I'm going to try and make some photos of pelicans and other birds. But we're going out there. And see what we can find out there first. And it's just a beautiful morning. I'll check back with you in just a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. And so's Stephanie. She didn't want to be on camera the first time, but here we are, overlooking the ocean. There we go. La Jolla Shores is over there. And we've got birds out, gulls, pelicans, tons of cormorants, all kinds of stuff. Not much flying around yet, and it's still pretty darn dark. It's way brighter on the screen than it actually is out here. But I'm here on spring break with the family, and I had a morning to come out and try and make a video. So that's what's happening right now. I traveled light for vacation with my family. I brought this camera just in case I had an opportunity to come out and do some photography. This is the Nikon Z8 with the 180 to 600. So this is not the ideal lens to have right now in this darkness, which just means I'm going to try some motion blur. So I'm going to do some slow shutter speed work out here early until we get enough light that I can get some high enough shutter speeds to do some tack sharp birds in flight. And then once the light comes up a little bit more, I'll move down in here a little bit, start working on those pelicans, see if I can do some portraits with some of those birds. So that's the deal. I'm going to do slow shutter speed work now. I'm going to be probably thinking between, I don't know, a 10th and a 30th of a second on the birds that are flying around out here, and just look for some pleasing blur. And that'll be no problem to achieve that slow shutter speed in this darkness. So that's where I'll be at. I'll be in shutter priority mode, and I'll set it to, like, I'll probably start at a 15th of a second, review a few of them, see how they look. If I need more blur, I'll slow it down more, and if I want less blur, then I'll speed it up just a little bit. But I should get some beautiful background colors with the peachy sky happening. There's actually a full moon right up there. How pretty is that? But from this angle, I don't think I'm going to be able to utilize that in my photos. Anyway, enough talking. More photographing, less talking. People tell me that all the time on my videos. I get it. Well, it's been going well this morning. until Stephanie stole my coffee. And she left me the one with oat milk in it. Who likes oat milk in their coffee?
I do.
Apparently her. All right, so the sun came up over the horizon, and I've switched now out of slow shutter speed to a fast shutter speed, and I'm trying to get some of the white gulls getting backlit with the sun coming up straight and pan this way a little bit. See how there's a dark cliff there? So I'm trying to kind of get them behind a bird with that dark background behind them. And then if I get one of the white pelicans, it really lights up behind them. So I'm underexposing this like 2 stops with that super dark background. And then the gull lights up like a firecracker. Rim light, beautiful. So that's what I'm working on now for a few minutes while I've got a dark background and straight backlit. There goes a white gull now. He didn't cooperate very well, and I just called it a white gull. It's not a white gull. I'm not sure what these gulls are yet. It's not my wheelhouse out here at the ocean, so I'll look it up later. All right, so the light came out, and now I'm going to try and work on some like portrait type shots, maybe with these pelicans here, right there. See if I can get some interesting stuff here. So I'm just back up into aperture priority here, normal fast shutter speed in this nice light, and just go for a simple clean portrait with the beautiful morning light on it right out there. All right, that scene right there is driving me nuts. I'm shooting way too many photos of that. And this, I've got a gull there preening right where the sun is reflecting off the water. And it's doing some really cool things with the light and the bokeh. And I'm just waiting for the coolest poses that I can get, but it's really cool backlit. The light's doing some really interesting stuff, so I'm loving this scene right here. And I've way overshot it already, but I'm waiting for the perfect one. We'll see if I get it, but it's really fun trying to get it. That guy right there. He's been the latest target of my affection out here. I feel bad for my wife, Stephanie. She left because I've been sitting here for literally about an hour photographing a couple of gulls. So anyway, I do not blame her for going on a wander, because La Jolla is beautiful, whether you're photographing birds or just walking around and enjoying sunrise. So anyway, I'm back to self-vlogging. And I'm gonna keep working on these gulls because I love the backlight, and they've been reasonably cooperative, so I'm gonna stick with them. I got a good subject, good light, I'm gonna work on it. So Steph came back just in time to witness the gulls copulating in exactly the light that I was waiting for, like for an hour. I wasn't waiting for them to copulate. I was waiting for a extra cool gesture photo op, and that was it. So copulating gulls was the jackpot of the morning. That's it. I'm going home. I'm never going to do photography again. Best picture I ever took. They got a selfie too. You know, I'm not the only one out here selfieing. Is it too loud? Can you hear me? There's a lot going on. And I'm gonna wrap up the morning of photography. Oh, there's Steph, look. She was my most helpful camera operator this morning. And great job, probably. I haven't seen the footage yet. But anyway, this is gonna be it for the morning. I had what, like 3 hours out here. And that's family vacation. I got a morning to go do photography and I had a helper. It was fantastic. I have to admit, I pretty much spent the whole morning doing backlit gulls. And that's what interested me, so that's what I did. But did some motion blur and a couple just standard portraits as well. But beautiful, lovely morning. It always is in La Jolla. It's been a couple of years since I visited, I think, but it's great here. And I'll include the shutter speeds on the slow shutter speed work that I was doing, the motion blur. But mostly between 15th and 30th of a second seemed to be working good. Found some terns out there, it was beautiful, and then the gulls, and then some pelicans and the cormorants. And just really hammered the backlight. For whatever reason today, just backlight is what looked interesting to me. So that's what I focused on. So anyway, thanks for watching bird photography here in La Jolla. Just a 3-hour session and made my good photo, so I'm psyched. And I'm psyched to have Stephanie along. And now we're gonna go eat pancakes because Snooze is just down the road and we both dig it. So that's where we're off to next. Hope you're having a great day. We'll see you on the next video. Take care.